Hello, we are doing refraction in lenses, section 3, last chapter. We're on page 119, okay? And I think you got like 5 questions to answer after this, so it's not too bad today. Quick read, short class, of course, because of form and all that good stuff. All right, here we go. This first line tells you everything you need to know about life. A fish tank can play tricks on you. That sums it all up right there. If a fish tank can trick you, then life can throw you curveballs left and right. All right. But the whole idea was, if you look through the size of a fish tank, a fish seems closer than if you look over the top. If you look through the corner, you might see the same fish twice. Okay? So you see one image of the fish through the front of the tank and another through the side. The two images appear in different places. So how can this be? Okay? Yeah, and we're fixing to talk about that. It's refraction of light. Okay? Refraction can cause you to see something that may not actually be there. Okay? As you look at a fish tank, or a fish in a tank, the light coming from that fish to your eye bends as it passes through 3 different mediums. Okay? The medium of the water, the glass of the tank, and the air. So that glass, the light is being bent by 3 different mediums. Okay? The mediums are water, the glass, and the tank, and the air. As the light passes through from one medium to the next, it refracts. When light rays enters a medium at an angle, the change in speed causes that ray to bend or change direction. Okay? That's why a straw in a glass of water, and you stand back and look at it, it looks like the straw is in 2 different places. Okay? That's a refraction of the straw. Okay? Okay? All right. Now, you'll see a chart up here at the top of 120, and it kind of shows you the index of refraction, and we're getting ready to talk about the index of refraction. And of course, diamond, a solid diamond, has a larger index of refraction than air. Water has more than air. Glass has more than air and water, and that's what we just talked about. Okay? But you can kind of see as things comes down through there, how their index of refraction changes, okay? And that means that's the degree that it bends light is what that's talking about, okay? Some mediums cause light to bend more than others, okay? And that's that chart. When light passes from air to water, the light slows down. Light slows down even more when it passes from water into glass. When the light passes from the glass back into the air, the light actually speeds up a little bit, okay? Because light travels faster in air, a little slower in water, and slowest still in glass. So notice that the rays that leaves the glass is traveling in the same direction as it was before it entered the water. So you can see that picture there kind of shows you, at the top, it shows you how the ray is coming in, then it bends a little bit when it goes through water, a little more when it goes through glass. But then when it comes out, if you drew a straight line there, theoretically, it would be going the same angle coming out when it hits air as it was when it was going into. Okay? So glass can cause light to bend more than either air or water. Another way to say this is that glass has a higher index of refraction than either air or water. So here it is. A material's index of refraction, you want to see this again, is a measure of how much a ray of light bends when it enters that material. Okay? Prisms and rainbows, that's what makes rainbows, is the refraction of light. Okay? Recall that when white light enters a prism, each wavelength is refracted by a different amount. The longer the wavelength, the less wave is bent by the prism. So red, with the longest wavelength, is refracted the least. Violet, with its shortest wavelength, is refracted the most. So this difference in refraction causes white light to spread out into colors of the spectrum, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Okay? So the same process occurs when water droplets suspended in the air, when the white light from the sun shines through these droplets, a rainbow may appear. Okay? So the water droplets kind of acts like a tiny prism that is refracting and reflecting the light and separating the colors. Okay? That's pretty cool. It is. Okay? A mirage. Any of you ever seen a mirage? Ever been trapped in the desert? That's what all the old TV shows used to show. They'd get lost in the desert and you would see, something that wasn't there. Yes? Oh, no? Oh, I thought maybe you had. Okay. You're traveling in a car on a hot day. You notice that the road ahead of you looks wet. Yet when you get there, the road is dry.
Oh, yeah.
Did the puddle dry up? Nope. The puddles were actually never there. Okay? What you saw was a mirage, an image of a distant object caused by the refraction of light. The puddles on the road are actually light rays from the sky that is refracting into your eye. So you're actually seeing something that is not there. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you'll see heat waves coming up off the road. Yeah, you'll see that. Okay. Not the same thing. That's not a mirage, but that is, you are picking up heat waves coming off of the road. Okay, don't confuse those two. Okay. Both of them are cool to see, but don't confuse them. They're not the same thing. Okay.
I can even see, like, if I look out on a hot day, everything looks like.
Yeah, you get that wavy look. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Down here in Figure 16, the bottom of page 121,
Yep.
you see behind the white car. Okay. Watch yourselves. Okay. Notice the shiny white areas on the road behind the white car. The air just above the road is hotter than the air higher up. So light travels faster in hot air. So light rays from the white car that travels towards the road are bent upward by the hot air. And your brain assumes that the rays travel in a straight line. So the ray looks as if it has reflected off a smooth surface, and you see a mirage. Okay? And we all know a road is not a smooth surface. I mean, if you don't believe that, ride down your chapel sometime. It's like riding on the surface of the moon. Every time I have to go down that road, I'm like, really? They couldn't repave this road? Nope, apparently not. Lenses. Anytime you look through binoculars, a camera, or eyeglasses, you are using lens to bend light. That's how these things work. Contacts are the same way. You wear glasses. These things are, you have to, as you know, you get your eyes examined, you get a prescription, and then they bend these lenses to match that prescription, and that bends just the right amount of light to get that focal point in just the right place so that I can see. That's why I could not put on someone else's glasses if they had a different prescription and be able to see as well.
Can people have the same prescriptions? Yeah.
Do what?
Can people have the same prescription?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. And if you do, you can't tell the difference. But if you don't have the same prescription as the other person, you try to put their glasses on, everything's going to look blurry to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you look at mine,
Yeah. Okay? So, the rays meets the focal point of the lens, continues to travel beyond. The more curved the lens, the more it refracts light. A convex lens acts somewhat like a concave mirror because it focuses the rays of light. Okay? That's why these are kind of curved out a little bit. Okay? An object's position related to the focal point determines whether a convex lens forms a real image or a virtual image. Okay? A concave lens is thinner. Okay, remember convex is thicker in the center and than the edges. A concave is thinner in the center because it caves in than on the edges. Okay, when light rays traveling parallel to the optical axis pass through the concave lens, they bend away from the optical axis and they never meet. Okay, and if they never meet, what does that mean happens? Okay, it means that a concave lens can produce only vertical images because parallel rays passes through the lens, never meet. If they never meet, then they can't have a focal point. So they don't, okay? So that's why you do not have, people don't walk around with concave glass frames, okay? They don't come in and rub against your eyeballs, okay? Because they you would not have a focal point you wouldn't be able to see, okay? Pretty simple. Easy today, easy read.
Easy.
Right? Easy. All right. Okay, pretty simple. 5 questions. You'll find them under your homework for, what is it? Refraction and lenses. Bye.